All right, so let's talk about the new Squid Games, the challenge TV show that is on Netflix currently. And yes, they are facing apparently some issues, and we'll talk about that in a bit as well. But let me tell you, this is a show that I, from the get-go, was like, what is going on? Because it is like the most insane thing to think, right? So let's get started. Before we do, let me tell you, we are running giveaways on our Instagram all month long and all throughout the year till we get to 2024, as we're trying to get to 1,000 followers over there. So if you want to enter giveaways, you want to make sure you go follow us on Instagram. That's where we do all of the giveaways. So make sure you're following us there, and let's get into this right now. So Squid Game, the challenge, that's what it is. Inspired by the TV series Squid Game, real-life contestants compete in a series of high-stakes children's games in pursuit of 4.56 million cash prize, and their strategies will put to the test while competitors are eliminated around them. So this is what it says for the game show itself. Now, of course, this is based on the hit TV show Squid Game, which came out, of course, during a time of lockdown and all of that. So everybody got a chance to watch it, and it was a pretty big cultural phenomenon. I feel like 10 years from now, people will talk about, remember when we all watched Squid Game? Remember when we all watched Tiger King? I think that's definitely where Squid Game is going to be. And so Squid Game, there is a possibility that we will be seeing a second season pretty soon. No word on that just yet. In the meantime, Netflix and the executives above say, you know, it'd be a good idea. You know, that show that is criticizing capitalism, that talks about how the poor get poor and the rich get richer, and let's put them in the game show and watch them and laugh at them and all of that. Why don't we do that in real life, and let's see people laugh and ridicule all these people? That's exactly what happened there, and it is just baffling. It is insane and kind of dystopian at the same time that Netflix decided that was the best idea. But here we are, and I've watched the episodes, and you know, I'm gonna say it, it is kind of sad watching these people go for this money and the things that they'll do for it as well. And it really puts into perspective just how insane the social and also class gap has gotten, where people are doing these things in order to survive or have money. And I will say, all of that aside as well, this is still reality TV, and it is just trash. Fun trash, you could say, at the same time. So I'm very conflicted on that as well, because on one hand, I see why Netflix took this approach, and you know, you see two different sides of the argument here, with people saying, oh, you know, what's the difference between this show and all the other reality TV shows like Survivor and things like that, where we see people do all of these things for money and stuff and try to get to this top of the mountain, and others get ridiculed and stuff as they fall. What's the difference there? I think the big difference has to be that Squid Game, the show in itself, was criticizing all of that, and then they made it into a show itself. But that's not what we're here to talk about today. Let's talk about the show itself. I do want to make a full, thorough breakdown on it as soon as the show wraps up, because there is currently 5 episodes out, but there are still some more episodes that will be coming out on Wednesday. So I'll catch up on those as well, and then we'll have a full video discussion about the series next Monday. So stay tuned for that. But definitely interesting here to see is that they did something a little bit different, where we have little pauses in between the games and stuff to try and meet some of these characters, people. I shouldn't call them characters because these are actual people, and their life stories and stuff like that. Sort of how you have in Big Brother and all of that. Those confessionals is what we have. And I thought that it's really interesting in the direction that it's going as well, because you really start to see how these people are doing all of this, sacrificing things in their life in order to try and get the money and just get out of whatever situation they're in. And it kind of makes it a little bit more heartbreaking at the same time as well. And so I thought that the first 2 episodes were really starting off strong and had more of a lighter, sillier tone as well. You had like your archetype characters. You had like the people who were there just to have fun. Some people were there because they need the money really bad. Some are trying to prove something. Of course, some people aren't as nice as other people and stuff like that. And you see a lot of the backstabbing going back and forth between the people who thought they were teammates and the ones who weren't actually. And so I think it sets up a pretty interesting tone for the next couple of episodes that are going. in of where we're going with this, because as I got closer to the end of the current episodes, it really started to get a little bit darker and a little bit bleaker about how everybody is trying to cope with this. So I'm very interested what is going to be the end result of this and how everybody reacts. So if you go online, you'll see that it's kind of split how people feel about it. Some people are saying they're enjoying it. Other people don't even want to watch it on the principle of what the show, the series that it's originally based off is about and what the show is trying to promote. I'm just going to watch it, see how it goes, and I'll get back to you on my full analysis. I'm wondering if Netflix brings it all back by the end, if we see some big like teachable moment or something like that, which I don't think I'm expecting, but I like to be proven wrong, and so we'll see if Netflix just does that or not. So according to some outlets like NPR, Entertainment Weekly, there has been discussions about some of the players that are threatening legal lawsuit against the studio and everything for what they claim were unsafe conditions and all of this. And I do want to talk about that more, but I'm just waiting for more information. So we'll probably save that to talk about next Monday and what's going on with that. But let me know your thoughts and opinions on this show. Are you watching it or not? What do you think about it? Is this something that you think should have not been happening? Or what do you think about it? Is it harmless? I'm very curious to know what many people think, because I think it's very split on both sides, with some people claiming that this is okay, nothing's wrong with it, it's just a game show and all of that. But like I said, other people, especially with the nature of the show and everything it's about, are saying it was a bit too much and they should have known what they were doing and not really push this type of show into the forefront and all of that. But I'm very curious to know your thoughts and opinions. Like I said, we are running giveaways on our Instagram, so if you want a chance at a giveaway, make sure you're going over there right now. We are about to start a giveaway for Saw Digital Code, so if you want a copy of Saw, you definitely want to make it over to our Instagram. And as always, that is going to do it for us. We are on the road to 30,000 subscribers, less than 2,000 to go for that. So make sure you're subscribed, following, notification bell on. Check us out on our other social medias as TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. And we'll see all of you next time. As always, that's going to do it for us. Make sure you are following us and let us know your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. I'll see all of you next time. Stay safe, stay positive.